What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Before we get Candyman coming this year in 2021, let's go ahead and review Candyman, the original from 1992. Alright, so Candyman 1982, he's played by Tony Todd, the creepy, weird looking guy from the Final Destination movies. So the movie has two writers, two graduate students working on a thesis on urban legends, and they're trying to prove, when it gets to the urban legend of the Candyman, Helen, the main character named Helen, she's trying to prove that it's all BS, that it's not real. And the fact that it has to do with two graduate students, it doesn't make it feel like a cop investigation movie. And also the movie doesn't have a bunch of horny teenagers that are just gonna get killed for no apparent reason just so we can have kills in the movie. The movie doesn't have that at all, and that's what I really like about it. That's what really works. Because the movie is seen through Helen's perspective. The murders, all the kills, it actually have these murders have purpose, because she has this belief about the Candyman, but then once she actually summons him, he kind of gives her a taste of her own medicine, because after all these murders are happening and no one is believing her, now she feels what it's like to not have any belief in. And that's what gives the Candyman that mastermind creativity behind it in his head. When you really look at it like that, he actually has more of a purpose to do things instead of just being someone who kills just because he likes to kill. And that's why I believe there's some sort of debate of where it's similar to Nightmare on Elm Street. Even his origin story is a little bit similar to Freddy Krueger. It's been a while since I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street, but Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, Freddy's just kind of killing for revenge as opposed to Candyman. He's killing to keep his legend alive. But yet then again, Freddy Krueger actually becomes an urban legend in itself after those original events, because people start remembering what happened from that original movie. So then it becomes a legend, you could say, technically. And therefore that gives Freddy a reason to keep killing. And again, even just the origin story of how the Candyman came to be by someone that was murdered as well. So it looks like the debate would be due to the fact that Freddy's killing for revenge, but Candyman's just killing for more of a following. And the movie does a good job at building up and getting you invested onto who the Candyman is. The fact that you don't see him until about the second half of the movie, and you don't really see him much until towards the end, but it's because the movie is building up, it's telling you who this man is, it's telling you where this legend comes from, it's telling you what these murders all have in common. And only until you know what he's all about, then we get to see some killing, and we actually get to see behind his mind and to see that these murders have purpose. It's not some sort of slasher film like I mentioned earlier that's just filled with teenagers getting killed and a bunch of murders just because it just wants to show kills for show. But when the murders do happen, yeah, it's a nice little bloody show. And it's not that Candyman looks scary physically speaking in terms of his face, because Tony Todd does look creepy in general, but he's very simple. It's just a long coat with some dress shoes and a hook, I guess. And the hook is, again, I immediately think of Nightmare on Elm Street, because Freddy has fingers, this guy has a hook. So it's something, both these guys have something attached to an arm. I wonder if whoever did I Know What You Did Last Summer got inspiration from this movie with the whole hook thing. But it's really more of the motivation behind Candyman's mind. What's his deal? His motives to do the things that he does. It's what really gets you invested in the film. The tone of this film is what I really like. The tone combined with the soundtrack. The soundtrack is like this childish, creepy childish music with a little Tim Burton vibe to it, slash this organ music that you hear like in churches or big temples. If I hear that soundtrack today, I'm gonna definitely remember and be like, yeah, that's from Candyman. So in the end, I will say Candyman is definitely worth adding to your collection, and it is why it is a collectible. Alright, so the original Candyman, if you've seen it, go ahead and let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Will you be seeing the new adaptation of Candyman coming in 2021 in this month of August? And you know the drill. If you like this video, then smash that like button and that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.